Hey, what's up guys, Mace here, and welcome back to Mason Plays Minecraft. And in today's episode, we're going to be messing around with the Happy Ghast, which is part of my list of things that I want to do today. Play with Happy Ghast. I'm going to change that real quick to mess around with Happy Ghast, because play with Happy Ghast sounds a little sexual, to be blunt. So first of all, my Happy Ghast is right here. I put him up. I put him on the lead and connect the fence post to where this lightning rod is. So yeah, look how happy he is. I went over to the snow biome and grabbed some snowballs and fed the ghastling snowballs. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Why does those? Okay, this is something I mentioned in the last episode. Was you notice the little line, the marks here? What are those like scratch marks or gills, or like what are they? I mean, you put them in water, so I guess they could be gills, but then they don't need water anymore. So it's kind of weird. But I mean, the Ghast. No, the Ghast were updated. The Ghast model was updated to match the Happy Ghast. Anyway, one thing I want to do right now is I want to go down here and grab. I need 2 glass. I need. Where's my leather? Here it is. 2 leather. And what else do I need? I need wool. Right. How much? I need just 1 wool. 1 wool should be good enough. Although I would like to dye it though. Do I not have any? I have corn flour. Oh, actually, you know what? I can just use lapis. Sorry, I can just use lapis for this. Oh wait, hold on. I want to make that like a light blue. Can I make a light blue? Yeah. Why does it make 2? Damn it! I don't want 2. There we go. I want a light blue because I wanted to kind of match the color of the sky, which is a light blue color. So if I'm not wrong, I believe it's... Oops. What is it? Is it this? No. This maybe? No. What's the crafting recipe? I didn't want to use this. Oh, 3 leather. Alright, well, I don't need the recipe book anymore. I did look up on the wiki what it was, but I completely forgot about it. Okay, so let me grab another thing of leather. Here we go. Didn't even put it in the stack with the other leather. And let's go back up here and let's craft this motherfucker again. Now, the Happy Ghast will... there it is, the harness. The Happy Ghast will follow me when I have the harness out, and then we can mess around a little bit and see what's going on. So the way Happy Ghast fly is very similar. Is very similar to how you fly. Hey, look at you! Yeah, see, it matches the light color of the light blue of the sky. All right. Now I notice his goggles are off, but when you right click. Look, his goggles go on. Isn't that adorable? That is so fucking awesome. Okay, let me, free you. Hold on. Alright. Now we gotta go grab him. It sucks that I have him so high up. But he seems to hang around my garden quite a bit, which is where, he was originally... It's where he originally spawned. So I gotta go up here and grab him. which is fine. I imagine you like being high up, right? Yeah, you do. You like being high up. Alright. So the way it works is I move forward. You can go up by hitting right by just... So anyone who doesn't know the controls, it's just WASD, your typical standard WASD. Move your mouse to look around, so you can just hold W like most players and then just follow through. You can also look up or down to move up or down, and this is the only way to move down. You can't press shift to move down like flying. But if you just press space, you go up while stationary, which is pretty cool. Alright. So, yeah. Now, the one problem with this, which kind of annoys me, is, as you can see, the Happy Ghast isn't exactly fast. Yeah. Oh, you won't even move when I jump. That's cool. But I really like this, how you can just stand on the Happy Ghast. I love that he puts the goggles on. I gotta update my skin. Yeah, I could update my skin, and then I could put goggles on as well. Or even a goggles and a harness as well, like Amelia Earhart. And oh, that would be so cool. Actually, isn't this... I don't know. Probably is. I don't know. Yeah. So let's go to certain places. Let's, you know what? Let's go to... Yeah, there's really no mob that can get me, from up here. A skeleton could probably shoot me, but, they'd have to hit me first. Well, no, they have to see me first. If I stay high enough, then they can't... Wow, this is... Yeah, this is my major criticism of the Happy Ghast. It is slow as fuck. I really don't like this at all. There are more things you can do with the Happy Ghast, I think. I'm not sure what they are. Oh, yeah, sure. We'll put the speed effect on, which does nothing except change my FOV. I know. I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a long time. So I remember talking about how I could use the Happy Ghast to help me build more mini bases. This is not gonna work because of how absolutely slow and sluggish the Happy Ghast is. But I want to go to the village real quick, because I can't shift to move down. I have to look down. Well, I can also look up as well. This kind of reminds me of not the Elytra. Although the Elytra would have been pretty cool. Sorry, I'm burping a lot. I apologize. This would be well, the way the flying in this works when you move up and down kind of reminds me of the console edition, so Bedrock, if you will, where if you sprint fly and you look up or down, you'll actually go up or down, kind of like flying with the Elytra and even flying with this thing, which is pretty cool. All right, let me get some altitude real quick. I wonder if I can... Yeah, let's go all the way up. This might work better if I increase my render distance a little bit. Oh, you okay? The sounds that he makes sound really happy, but that one sounded like he was struggling. Like maybe he doesn't want to go high. I don't think Happy Ghast are affected by altitude. I mean, they can't die from fall damage because they constantly fly. Alright, look at this. This would work a lot better if I had my render distance up. Let's turn my render distance up to like 26. It's gonna make my game lag horribly. It's probably gonna overload my encoding. Especially if I rotate. Yeah. Let's fly around a little bit and we'll talk about the Happy Ghast a little bit more. But yeah, one thing I keep mentioning, and I just mentioned this earlier, but I want to mention it again because I'm still so convinced about this, is the little gill marks or whatever. I don't know what those are, but it kind of looks like the Happy Ghast was scratched. I probably should take a fence with me. Well, no, there's a fence down here as well. Can I lead him? Well, no, I can't lead him while he... Oh, but I can get off him and lead. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, there's some creepers down there. But it looks like the gasling has like gill, like little scratch marks. Like it actually looks like it has been scratched. And I don't know if that's just some intentional design or whatever, but it looks like it doesn't look good. Look at that. You can see the entire village from right here. Including some empty land. I don't have my spyglass. For once, I don't have my spyglass. Perfect opportunity to have it. Okay, let's go back a little bit. But it looks like the Happy Ghast, like the gasling, looks like it's been scratched. But I know that's not the case because nothing would have scratched it. But it's either gills, which would make sense, except you don't need gills to fly. Oh, unless it's kind of like the dry ghast is actually dry ghast is a ghast is an offspring of a ghast that was in the nether, but the offsprings, they're different. I don't know, I can't find a way to BS that lore. My only theory is that when the ghast reproduce, they produce a mutated offspring, which is the Happy Ghast. Because you know, genetic mutations, they're how we evolve. So okay, I'm gonna turn my render distance back down. We don't need this so high. But the dry ghast are basically the result of a genetic mutation. So the ghast leave it knowing it's going to turn into a Happy Ghast or a gasling or whatever, right? So that would explain the gills, because they need water to... The dry ghast is not dead. It just needs water to grow, to develop. And then once it develops into a gasling, it doesn't rely on those gills anymore. That's really the only logical explanation I can come up with. Alright, let's get back home, because I really don't want to make this a short episode. But there really is nothing else that I can do today. And I would like to at least get home because... Man, this takes a long time. I guess it would defeat the whole purpose, though, of getting things like the Elytra and whatever, if you could fly really fast with this thing. Because the whole point of the Elytra was kind of the end of the game thing. Although not really, because it was actually really easy to get the Elytra for me. I wasn't struggling with the what do you call them? I wasn't struggling with the shulkers. It's just they were getting in my way. The levitation was kind of getting in my way. Yep, that doesn't increase my speed at all. If I'm not wrong. Although actually I don't need to leech you. I can just let you fly. Yeah. Because you're not going to get in my way. Yeah, and he's not going to fly away either, because they have a homing distance of they roam around the home area with a radius of 64 blocks, 32 if they have the harness on. So wherever he first spawned as a Ghastling, which is right here, he'll stay within 64 blocks normally, but 32 blocks if he has the harness on, which I think is pretty cool. That kind of forces players to get the harness, which is the whole purpose of the Ghast of the Happy Ghast, is to fly with it. I get why it's slow. I get why, because if it was really fast, then... Oh, that wasn't fucking fully grown, damn it. Because, yeah, like I said, it would defeat the whole purpose of going to the end and getting the Elytra. So that makes sense as to why it's so, why the Happy Ghast is so slow. But there's nothing wrong with it. The Happy Ghast is pretty cool. Where is he at? There he is. Hey, buddy. Hey, look at you. Yeah, so I can just let him fly around because he won't despawn. At least I hope not. That would actually suck if he did. And, yeah. I'm gonna put this lead back because I don't need it anymore. By the way, while I'm here, what's the recipe for a saddle? I imagine it's probably exactly what I had, exactly what most players had in mind. Saddle. Yeah. Yeah, well, actually, when I first thought saddles were craftable, I thought it was going to be all the way around, and then that, like, I thought it was going to be 5 leather instead of 3, kind of like when you're making a leather cap, and then just an iron either right here or in the middle, whatever. But I imagined 5 leather, not 3. Probably shouldn't be giving Mojang any ideas. So I'll put these back. All right. Yeah, look at him go. Oh, it's awesome. I could get another Happy Ghast and put it in the Nether, but then that would defeat the purpose of having my... No, because there's a lot of large walls and caves and stuff, or cliffs, I mean. So, yeah, that would be a really bad idea. All right. Alright, I'm gonna call it quits here on this episode. Thanks for watching. I know it's short, but I will make it up by... Come on. I will make it up by... I'm making an announcement today, which I'll upload probably a few hours after this video goes up, which is 2 p.m. Atlantic time. That's what I schedule my videos. I'm posting a announcement for the new roleplay series I call it Between Realms. And I'll explain everything that goes on and whatever in that series and what's going on. So, yeah, so this episode is quite short, but I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover in this episode. So, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye-bye.